So now we want to discuss about invalid number. So invalid number means here whenever we are trying to convert the string data type to number data type, Oracle server return an error. Okay, so that error will be handled while using this exception, invalid number. Okay, the error, this is the error 01722, this is the error. This error will be handled while using this exception, invalid number. So here observe this on the program. We have a program begin, insert into employee number salary. Okay, then employee number is a number, it is accepted, but in salary we have specified character. Whenever we are going to convert the number to character, then we are getting one error. So that error will be handled while using this invalid number. Okay, let it be check it. So here we have a table EMP99. So now I want to insert some data in this table. So here insert into EMP99 employee number and employee name. Okay, so values, here I am giving the number is 4 ones and the name is I am giving, in this name also I am giving number. Okay, but actually here we want to give the name, character, data type. Right? Yeah, it is a varchar 2, it is accepted. Then better to go for yeah, again I want to insert one more data, EMP99 EMP number and E name. Here this is the number data type. Now I want to insert ABCD. Then here name we can give anything, it is a varchar 2, it is accepted, right? So suppose for example I am giving Raja. We are getting the error is invalid number. Whenever we convert the data number to character data type, automatically it is getting the error. So how we can handle this error? So this is the error will be handled while using invalid number exception. Okay, then go to begin, then here I am writing exception. So in this point of time, when invalid number, then we want to print the message tbms output dot outline. So what exactly we want to print? Suppose please check the data type of column, whatever it may be, that will be specified. Now we specify the then the same program I executed now. SQL. If in case any error is occurred in our respected logic, automatically it will be going to handle by the invalid number. Okay. Then in this point of time we want to use this one. Invalid number means which is used to convert the number data type to character data type. Then only it is going to file. If any case, maximum we are getting this error in this point of time only. Okay. Then next we can go for value error. Value error. So here observe this one. Whenever we are trying to convert string type to what is that? Number type based on the condition. But earlier exception we don't have any specific condition, but here we have a condition. Then Oracle server return an error. Here observe. Whenever we are trying to store large amount of data than the specified data type size in a variable. Okay, at the time we are going to get this error. Suppose say example here observe this one. We have a specific variable, the size is 10. Okay, now I can go to assign that respected variable. In that variable I can pass to some message, okay, whatever it may be. Then I want to add the some values. That respected final result will be keeping this z. Here observe this one. We have a z, the size is 10. Now I am going to specify begin and here, okay. So we are possible to get this error at the point of 2 times. Okay, here we are specify the specific symbol, means here if you give the any number data type, it is going to show us here. So z is a number. What is the data type of the z? Number. Okay. So if you give the varchar 2, then we can go to give the anything. Suppose here I specify the number, but at the time of running the program, system is asking to these 2 parameters, x and y. If you give the number, it is accepted. If you give the character, it is written here. Okay, then here declare, we define one variable a, that is number. It is a number variable. Okay. Next begin. Now I want to go to apply the condition. What is the condition? A. Then now I am going to specify ampersand x plus ampersand y. Observe this one. What is the A data type? Number data type, right? Now here dbms output line. I am giving and n this one. So now I am giving x value 10, y value 20. We are getting the result. Absolutely, we are getting the output. Again we executed x value A, y value B. What is that? Numeric or value error. If in case any point of time we are getting this error, how we can go to handle that one? So we are going to specify the exception. When value error, then dbms output dot put line. Okay, here we can go to specify the message for our user understand. So what exactly? Please use numbers only. You can give the only numbers. You don't want to pass the characters. And then end. Now I can check it. If you pass 10 and 2, we are getting the result. We don't get any error. Again we execute the program. I am giving A and second value is 1. the numbers only. Suppose again we executed, it is a 1 and it is a C. We are getting the error, right? So earlier we don't have this exception, it is showing value error. Suppose you can give the both are characters. It is give numbers only, right? In this point of time we are getting this error. So how we can handle that error? While using value error exception, right? And also we are getting the same error in another means another condition. Okay, so what is that another condition here? Observe this one. We declare the variable which is having the 3 character space, but the result is going to show us more than 3 characters. It is getting the error. Very simple example here, the same example I am going to show you. We don't have the exception. Now observe this one. Okay, up to 2 only it is accepted. 2 numbers it is accepted. Now here I can specify X is a 99. Okay, Y is a 10. How much we are getting? 101. So it is increased, right? So as per the output, a value is possible to get only 2 character space. Whenever the result is getting more than 2 characters, automatically it is getting error. Let it be check it. A is 90 and Y is 20. Same error. Okay. Then now we can go to write the exception. Please give the numbers of addition less than 100. Numbers of addition, okay, less than 100. If you give 10 and 90, it is getting respected. So now again I am going to give 10, 20. We are getting the result. So we are getting this error in 2 cases. One is whenever we are going to convert the number to character, and also whenever we are getting the give the more than specify the size. Okay. At the time also we are getting the same error.
So program but exception is also.
Yes. We are expecting that one. So where exactly the error is coming? Based on that we are going to write it. Before that we are analyze. Okay, at the time of suppose we don't know where exactly error is coming, right? But initially first we write it the program which is the error is occurred, then we can go to write it the exceptions. So in case in future is there any error is occurred, then automatically the exception is going to pick up. Okay. Then next we can go for 0 divide. Okay, so here we have predefined exceptions. In that predefined, no data found and too many rows is a very important exceptions. No data found and too many rows. We regularly use that exceptions. These are all the situation based exceptions. Whenever it is occurred, then whenever it is required, then we can write it. Okay, and also 0 divide. 0 divide means, observe this one. Whenever we try to divide by 0, then automatically Oracle server return a error. So error is then divisor is equal to 0. So here observe this one. We have a specific syntax. Observe. Now I want to develop a simple program for that one. Declare. We define 3 variables. 3 are 2 variables. Yeah, better to go for 3 variables. Stop this. Number of 5. Yeah. Ampersand A. then B is also number of 5 ampersand B. So I want to store the result in another variable. These two values, C number of 5 ampersand C. Now we can write it. Begin. So here I want to A B by C. The condition logic is A equal to A means we want to store the value. So suppose B value is 100, C value is 2. 100 by 2, what is the result? 50. That 50 will be keep in A. Right. Now dbms output the output line. So it is a A. And end the program. What is that? Enter a value. Now I am giving, observe this one. So sorry. Here we no need to give the A value. A is a store value. We don't want to pass the parameter, right? So B is 10 and C is 2. We are getting the output. Okay. Again we executed. B is 10, C is 0. It will show us divisor is equal to 0. So in this point of time, if in case any end user is going to divide it by the 0, it is showing some message. Okay. Here in this point of time we want to handle this error. Okay. Then how we can do that? Then very simple. Exception. Everyone we have an exception. When 0 divide, then dbms output dot put line. Please pass the C value is always greater than 0. Always greater than 0. Now I am passing 10, I am passing 2, we are getting result. Again I am passing 10, I am passing 0, it is showing. Please pass the value, C value is always greater than 0. So always it is greater than equal to 0. So greater than 0, not equal. Okay. If in case any 0 divide error, we have an exception. Okay. In this point of time, we are using these predefined exceptions. These are all are the predefined exceptions. We have 20 exceptions are there, but in that 20 exceptions, we never use each and every exceptions in our real life. We are using only few exceptions that we discussed. In that 8 exceptions also we regularly use only 2 or 3 exceptions. Okay, no data found under too many rows. Regularly we are using. And also we have one more exception, when others. When others is also one of the exception. Okay, we will discuss one by one. For time being I will explain to you. Okay. Then next we can go for exception propagation. Exception propagation. So some people don't know also what is this exception propagation mechanism. People know what is exception propagation, but how it is work don't know. The mechanism nobody don't know this how it is working. Okay. So here observe this one. Basically exceptions are also raised in declaration session and executable session and exception session, right? We can possible to raise the exception in declaration. We can possible to raise the exception in executable. We can also possible to raise the exception in exception session. Okay. Then here, if the exceptions are raised in executable session, okay, executable session, those exceptions are handled using either inner block or an outer block. If in case any error is occurred in within executable session, we can possible to handle that errors within the exception block, inner block and outer block. And also here, whereas if exception are raised in declaration session means top session, right? If in case any error is occurred in declaration session, okay, or in exception session, those exceptions are handled using outer blocks only. Those exceptions is handled only outer blocks only. Let it be, now we are working with this one. So here we have a program. The program have a one variable. How many length of variable? 3 characters of length this variable, but here I assigned 4 characters. I assigned 4 characters. Then now we start the begin. We start the begin and will be assign the 4 characters to that variable. 4 characters that variable, and dbms output dot put line will be print the that z value, right? Here observe this one. What happened? Here I can specify the exception when value error. When value error, then invalid string length. Invalid string length. And again I am going to specify exception. Okay, here observe this one. This program is completed. Begin and end. Okay, and here observe this one. How many blocks? We have 2 blocks. Okay, begin and blocks. This is the one block. Begin and end. Okay, let it be, check it one by one. You can get the clarity. Observe. It's a very important topic. Please be careful. First, say example, declare. Okay, we have a one variable. It is a varchar 2 of 3. Varchar 2 of 3. But I can specify, I can assign. Okay, I can assign. Suppose, say example, I didn't want to assign here. Just say again this like that. I can assign only 3 characters. Now begin. Okay, begin, and here I will be assign a value A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D. Then now I want to print dbms output dot put line. What is the value? What is the value of A? A, B, C, D. Right. Then now we close. So basically here which error we are getting? Value error. Right. Value error. So for this error we have a exception. What is the exception? When value error. Then here we can write it. Exception when value error, then dbms output dot put line. So a value is more than 3 characters. Okay, let it be, check it. It is absolutely right, right? So, now observe this one. This is nothing but a, we can possible to handle this error inner block and outer block also. Inner block or outer block also, right? Now I have a error which is coming from declaration block. So in this point of time, where the error is coming? Declaration block or execution block? Execution block. The error is coming from the execution block, right? But whenever we are getting the error from declaration block. Suppose in cases we have defined so many variables. Unfortunately, we are going to specify the some data type mismatches, the size mismatches. Something will be done. Okay. So who are going to handle that one? So how we can go to handle that errors? So whenever we can go to handle the errors in declaration block, that mechanism is nothing but a exception propagation. Exception propagation. Let us here I will show you that. Again, I am using this way. Begin. Okay. I define that variable. Okay. We want to maintain two blocks. Now observe this one. If any error is occurred here, that error is going to handle by this one. Okay. If any error is occurred here, that error will be going to handle by here. Exception, right? Observe this one. Now here I can assign the value. What is that? A, B, C, D, E. So where we done the mistake? Declaration block. Let it be now, we can check it. And end, then we can write the exception when value error. Then dbms output dot put line. dbms output dot put line. Here I am going to specify what is that? Please check the size in variable. Size in variable, right? Now observe this one. Now I want to close the end. If any error is occurred in declaration block, okay, that error will be going to handle by outer block only. Outer block here. That exception is outer block. It is not inner block. Inner block. What is that inner block here?
More than 3
So here that begin and end is a inner block. Okay, that is the execution block is a inner block. Which is a error here. Observe this one. That error is coming from the declaration session. That error is going to handle by outer block. Then automatically here. No, nothing to worry. Directly we want to maintain two blocks. So then we can go to get the clarity. So varchar. No need to require declare. So here. Yes, sorry. Yeah. No. Begin here we want to declare. Please check the size in variable. Are we clear or not? So let it be, I will explain you. It's a very simple. Let it be. So in this point of time we are working with this exception propagation, right? Please check the size in variable. Okay. The next we can go for user defined exceptions.